Welcome people of the World Wide Web. So it's Friday, so as we carry on the new series, this is the collection part 2, Bucky O'Hare. So anybody who does or doesn't know, this was a 90s short-lived cartoon about intergalactic rabbits and some freedom fighters against the kind of evil nation or the even alien toads. It kind of first centres around a human, Willie DeWitt, who finds a kind of vortex door that transports him to this world, and this is where it is. There was a massive toy, or a smallish toy line that was produced in the 90s. There have been some recent stuff for the late 2000s, but not much since then. I've only collected the original ones, so this is going over all the figures that I have in my collection, so let's get into it. So here we get into it. So first up we have the main character. So this is Captain Bucky O'Hare, complete as far as I'm aware, with his cape, obviously a little bit of dirt marks and stuff like this. I quite like the styling of the ears. And we're very much almost kind of like the Turtles style. They have their kind of funny standing gimmicks, and we shall put him on here and see if he will take, like most action figures of this era, they not the greatest for standing. So yeah, so here is a 360. Half of a 360. Let's try that again. Obviously, this is, let's see if I can maybe get him to stand up a bit better. There we go. We will try him like that, so he's a little bit more, as with his curved long shoes, you would think that would kind of balance out the heavy body with the ears. So it's just finding the right position. So yeah, so that is the main character, Captain Bucky O'Hare. So he is obviously joined by several other characters. So this is Willie DeWitt. This is the human character that joins them. Obviously, unfortunately, some paint scuffs on there. All of these aren't really perfect, and you can see there's a few paint scuffs. Well, these have been played with before they came into my possession. Most of these aren't completely, are missing a few things. He does have this big cannon, and he's wearing a little gorilla suit, which was kind of a theme for him with this mask. Not the greatest, but let's see if we can get this to suit. There we go. So as you can see, the helmet isn't the greatest, but obviously it fits what it is. So there's a port in the back, so I imagine there is some backpack. So I've just picked these figures up as and when I've come across them. So it's that's not bad, quite cheap, quite a cheap line to pick up, I would say, for the most part. There are a few bits to look out for. Next, so this is Bruiser, the Berserker Baboon. Obviously, probably the biggest character besides Toborg. There's a few, let's say, these. I really need to go around and clean some of these figures. Again, he's got a port there, so maybe he's got some stuff. I have no accessories. He is very heavy, but he should, if we have him like that. So, yeah, let's, obviously, when scaled next to Bucky, you can see that he is a bigger character, but with his henched over and that, he is quite normal in size. So there we go. So that is Bruiser, the Berserker Baboon. Then probably one of the famous characters, or more popular ones, is Dead-Eye Duck, the four-armed captain of the of their ship. So there he is, has all his guns. Again, port in the back, so and has a little, so quite a funky character. There we go. Let's put him on there and let's do a little rotation. Hopefully he does not fall over. So the righteous indignation, I think the ship is called. You could get it. You could get some play sets, and as I've said, I don't normally collect the the figures of that. I do like the Toad Popper, but again, it's space and it takes up. And then this is the last of the good guys. So this is Blinky, kind of the science officer, so to speak, with his backpack. Is he going to stand? Probably not. Let's see if I can reach him out. No, let's take his backpack off. Just we'll do it without the. There we go. So yeah, he's a little android who's quite helpful. Okay. Sorry. There we go. So we'll add him onto there. So there he is. She is. I suppose he's a robot, so he doesn't have any definition. Obviously not without his backpack that we'll have just featured here. I think there are some bits that go onto his backpack, but yeah, that is Blinky. There was another cast member, a female, Jenny. They never made a figure in the 90s of her, so that's why we don't have one. Then we have one of the allied characters, so this is Captain Dogstar. Again, as you can see, the funky design and shapes of the boot make it brilliantly not to pose. There we go, so Captain Dogstar. So yeah, he assisted them. He was kind of the captain of another ship with a few other animals. I believe his crew were going to be part of Wave 2 that never got released. I say for the most part, the face and that is quite good. Captain Dogstar, I do quite like the design. It's around the bottom where, you know, there's some paint and splodges and that. So that is all the good guys. So then we move on to the assistants. So this is Alligator. Obviously they came up with some ingenious names. He's kind of a assassin for hire that is taken on by the Toads to try and get Captain Bucky O'Hare. Again, no accessories with him. But again, a good looking character. I must admit, with the face sculpts and some of these are really, really great. Then you kind of have the general of the Toads. This is Toadborg. Probably the joint tallest of them. Let's bring it a little bit closer so you can get them all into shot. So yeah, he's kind of a cybernetic toad. He is kind of the general for the army. He leads the air marshal and the Toads themselves. Stuff like that. I believe there is a bigger bad guy above him, but they never made a figure. So yeah, so that is Toadborg. Then we have the air marshal. So again, funny little face looking, and he comes with a big old cannon. The one thing that I struggled to get was the cap, so mine didn't come with it, and then I think I paid about 10 quid to actually get to the cap. So one thing to look out for if you get this figure, this is going to be a bit of a pain to get. I was fortunate to get one. I think he has another gun on that, so he is mostly complete. Now I've got his hat. And then obviously what is left is the Toad Troopers. So again, created kind of, I can't remember which toy line, apologies who doesn't, but very much like the foot soldiers from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. These are a pain to stand. So that is one. I have, as you will see here, I have 4 of the Toad Troopers. So there's a little army going on there. Obviously, one of them does have his gun, like the guy in the background. The others have no other one. I say, and because of their really funny shaped legs and stuff, it is a bit of a pain to pose them. But yes, that has been my current collection of Captain Bucky O'Hare figures. Hopefully you've liked this video and this little roundup. Hope you're liking this collection. Obviously, I'll try and include as much information as I can on these possible, what I've got, if I'm missing stuff and that. So if you are using these as a reference, that does help. Otherwise, I've been Cypher Sigma Toys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you in the next one.